400 hurdles is considered to be one of the worst races in track and field. I don't think so, but we can talk about that another time. Today I'm going to teach you how to run 400 hurdles. So I'm going to teach you how to use starting blocks, hurdle form, and how to prepare and how to run the 400 hurdles. First I'm going to talk about how it benefits you. Track in general just keeps you in shape and keeps you active. And then according to Health Fitness Revolution, track improves your coordination, and 400 hurdles is perfect for that because you're running and jumping at the same time. So 400 hurdles is a full lap around the track with 10 hurdles spread out pretty evenly, besides the first hurdle and then the last hurdle. So for the starting blocks, it's a lot based on comfort and what feels right for you, but they can move, and then you can move these too. But I don't really mess with that because it just adjusts your heel and how high it is. So when you go to use the starting blocks, I usually put mine a hand away from the start line, and then I put my right leg forward. So I'm going to take 2 steps on the left side, put it in there, and then 1.5 on the other side. And then just see if that feels right. And then usually I have to move my back because I don't like how it feels. And then you have your setup. You can take a couple run-throughs and see if it feels right. So for the start of the race, the commander's going to say on your marks, and then you're going to do like stretches and jumps. And then get in the blocks. And put your hands on the start line right behind it. Make sure it's not over it. And then when the commander says set, you're going to come up like this. And you want to make sure that you're not leaning too much or you could fall and then false start. And then make sure you're looking down so you don't mess up your alignment. And then when the gun goes off, that's when you just take off and run. And you don't want to stand up straight out of the hurdles because that's bad form and it'll slow you down. So you want to be leaning. So now that you know a little bit about the basics of starting blocks, we'll go over the hurdle form. You're going to want to take off pretty far away from the hurdle since you'll be having the momentum from the run, but I'm going to do it close. You want to drive up with your knee and then kick your leg over. And you don't want to bring it around the hurdle, just straight up and then kick it over. That's for your lead leg. Then for your trail leg, if you've ever done like fire hydrants, that's what you want to do. So your knee is up and not down, otherwise you'll hit the hurdle. And then also your toe needs to be up, not down, because it'll drag on the hurdle. And then when you step over, you want to like drive your leg down so you can get out of the hurdle fast, and then you can take off faster and then you don't mess up. For your arms, you don't want your arms out because you can hit the person next to you. And then it'll mess up your like hips and alignment. Go off balance and then you'll fall. So just keeping your arms in and bent, and then just stay in motion when you normally run. And then you want to lean when you hurdle, so you don't aren't straight up and down. So now you know about little hurdle form and starting blocks. How do you prepare yourself to run it? Mentally before a race, you just have to anyway, tell yourself you can do it. Tell yourself it's not that bad. And then physically, working out, obviously, doing a bunch of repeats, working on hurdle form at practices, doing some sprints and long distance because 400s are a middle distance race. And then how do you actually run it? Usually in sprints, you just sprint the whole thing. And then 400s, you typically sprint and then stride out. 400 hurdles, you just have to go all out and sprint as fast as you can the whole time. It will get pretty tiring, but you just have to keep pushing through it. And it's just, yeah. So now that you've learned about how to do starting blocks, hurdle form, and how to prepare and run it, I think you should go try it for yourself and see if it's really that bad, and you should go out for track. Thank you.